Hi everyone, I'm going to react to Akatsuki no Yona chapter 81. And during the last chapters, they were trying to use Yona, to capture one person that has been uh, addicted to the new drug so that they can question them. And then Princess Riri, she went into the same bar or whatever, and then there was a fight. Yuna came to her help, and then the others also showed up, and then they figured that the drug was coming from the same place that most of it was coming from the same place that Jiha went to, and he was poisoned, and so yeah, they're going there to check it out, but they're leaving Yuna, Yun, and Zeno behind. Yeah. So they're doing that. And Princess Riri's companions, they were like, okay, let's go back. But then she's like, no, I'm staying because, you know, she saw the way Yona was handling everything and she's like intrigued. So yeah, that's what happened during the last chapters. And before we get into this one, if you guys have a reaction, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and please consider supporting your Patreon at patreon.com/Philomini. And now let's start this chapter. And here we go. Okay guys, in case the reaction gets blocked and I had to cut out the reaction itself, you can just look in the pinned comment in the comment section where for the link to the reaction highlight itself, so you can just click on it, watch it, and then you just come back for my review. Oh, what a coincidence. We keep running to each other. Oh yeah, and then there was Hack and what's her name? I think it was I didn't write her name down. I think it was the one with the white hair or Z over here. You can tell. But she's also, she looked at Hack and was like, I know this person, and Hack looked at Riri and he's like, I know this person. But yeah, they were really going to it. You what? Slept here. Poor people are incredible. You flatterers. Zeno, that wasn't a compliment. When Kija sees the revealing dancing outfit, he offers her belly bit. What the heck? Oh, yeah. At first, when I read belly, I thought they were going to say like a belly dancing. I'm like, that can be it. She's not just a country girl, she's living in the mountains. She's particularly feral. I mean, General's daughter will live in completely different worlds, if you only knew. I also wanted to keep an eye on the people who were brawling yesterday. Oh yeah, they did tie them up. Yes, but he's also being whipping because he hallucinated killing his family. Was he just an hallucination or did he actually kill them because of the drugs? Like this, but sometimes they lose control over themselves. Why does it look like it feels like he killed them? I'm sorry. Why would anyone take a drug like that to begin with? Oh, you two, while your friends are gone. I can't leave these people alone like this. How can she do so much? She isn't even from here. She has no ties to these people. These are her people, man. Okay? These are her people. I'll give the clinics all the money they need. I want you all to stay at the inn where we're lodging. Aww, I'm repaying you for that kick last night. An amazing kick. It's the least we can do after you saved Ray. While you're there, see if she can teach you to be more. Ah, yesterday, jumping into the you covered in blood. Meanwhile, you wouldn't say no in Shina. Oh yeah, Jesus. And who's watching? Watching. Who's washing Yu's back? No one's washing his back. Oh, are they gonna turn around? I was about to say, oh, are they gonna turn around and the other way? But then you'll be like, Zen will be the lucky one because he'll be having his back washed twice. Well, am I stuck on this? Huh. Then aside, why are you covered in bruises? Good question. A girl's body shouldn't be in that condition. I'm learning swordsmanship for my self-defense. It stings a little. swords. Petite little thing like you. I didn't say I was good at it. Besides, smile. I want recognition. That smile came after he saw her like shoot that bullseye. She's like, I want recognition. Oh, from someone you fancy? Yes, it is like that. Okay, girl, it is like that. You see, that man hack. Something curious about him. Do you have your eye on him? Don't be tedious to try teasing this one, but actually, I agree, to be honest. He's been on my mind too. Love you. What's the matter, Hack? That girl named Riri. There's something about her and her attendance. Okay, so it's all three of them, not just the two. Charming companions. Kika realized her face is so stiff. Told you I'm not used to places like this. You're so pure. All the perfume reminds me of the marriage meetings. As a souvenir, Her Highness doesn't particularly care what I get up to here. Right. I'm not so sure. On requited level, women wouldn't be entranced by a man like you. You can keep your mouth shut. Now look what you've done. You're right. The way he turned on the charm, like I'm just like imagining myself in that girl's voice. Even just like, ooh. Oh my goodness. I hope. Okay, I was about to say, I hope y'all. Like, I don't know how they're gonna find a way to not drink those stuff. Oh my, I think I'm a bit drunk. But did you drink anything? The Water Tribe's locally made rice wine. So all other wine is okay, but it's just this red locally made rice wine. That's the one that has the nadai in it. Oh, could you also take some to the men who accompanied me? People, I hope y'all are not. Just shut up. Tell us to bright, put it out. But then you won't be able to drink this rice wine. How about this? Just as good in the dark. Besides, yes, you can. I'm assuming Hawk is just faking be drinking that, because first of all, it's gonna be sort of like dark-ish, and then he's like his hands is like this or whatever, so he might be like faking. Kija seems like he dropped the thing. That's strange. It's not supposed to make him sleepy. Well, he's drunk. Let him rest for tonight. Clatter. Light the room. I'll check. Slam. Slam him. Finally here. So you've been giving orders to these women. Wait. Easy. Start up. Whistle. I know the word in my mind in French. That's why I went to first. And then I'm like, oh, okay, what's the word in English? Oh, I'm sorry. I barely slapped them. Oh, you were trying to signal these fellows? Pathetic guards. Your slaps could kill people. Oh, she's the girl that wanted to drink the thing in place of him. He's not here. What can you tell us? Well, I didn't stop. His name, can you describe him? His name is Hio. Okay. He's about 35, but he looks very young. Oh my freaking gosh. That must be him, right? Looking at you now. Yeah. Oh, frickety frick. How frickety frick. While the others are over there, he's over here with Yona. Oh my goodness, I don't like this. I do not like this. A vow of indomitability. to her sword. Stick to the sword, man. Stick to it. You really are learning swordsmanship, huh? But you're not very strong. So cute. You got good form, really? You get into fights with them, maybe you go, hush, tetra. I'm not friends with this country girl. You only just met. I don't need friends, really. Everyone needs friends, okay? It's good that Lady Silvery seems to be enjoying himself. I don't like those teas that are coming. I don't like it. If you don't get back to the palace soon, General, we'll have some stress words. Please, this thing has a long honor history here, and we're selling a die to our patrons. If you do that, what kind of inn will it be? Excuse me. Don't you think it's about time I get something in return? This all began because of you. Ever since you floated cheese and everything like that, things have been going down. Did he just stuck his foot in his mouth? There'll soon be a deal between South Kai merchants and Sensui. Who Sensui this is? The real trafficker is the one behind it all. What kind of person is he, and what was with that feminine tone? I want to find out more. Yeah, he's dangerous, girl. I don't want you to do that. Okay. Fight, girl. Fight. Fight and get out of there. Fight and get out of there, please. Fight and get out of there. Okay. I've never seen someone get up from that. Is your body numb from that diet, probably. Damn. Yona. Yona. You know what? There are some. What is this? Oh, so this is when he was trying to keep him from leaving. Yeah, like I was about to say, there are some times Well, I'm like, I cannot wait until next week to watch, to read the next chapter. So I'm going into it right now, like chapter 83. Oh, she has blue hair. Okay, see, that's how you don't know that when the thing is black and white, you don't know what color people's hair really is. Ew. Gina, Gina, Gina. I was about to say, where are you guys? Where are you? He's really angry. Why you stopping him? You should have killed him. You should have let him kill him. What is he doing? In your face. Cut it again. Cut it again. Who's the next? Right. So they're letting him escape? Like for real? I'm sorry, but like, well, I don't know. I know they're hurt. Okay? But there's like, how many of them? Okay, there's Yoon and then there's Zeno. And you have Yona and what's the other? Tetra that are hurt. Okay, two of them are hurt. There's two of you. You could be looking after them and have, you know, Shina go after this guy and bind him. The fact that he escaped, I don't like this. Like, I really don't. Fuck. Because they weren't there to protect you, that's why. Oh, this that little Zeno. Striking. Boom. He looks so small compared to the others. Oh, I thought he looked small, but in this panel right here, they look like about the same size. If stopping him would be the quickest way, why did you like not let Shina kill him when he had the chance? First of all, who was saying that? Was it Yona or was it I don't know. Why are you getting nervous? Yeah, I know you know. Isn't that why he's putting something over you? forgot how to drink without choking? Is that possible? Or is it because she was nervous? He's not in the mood for that. He is not in the mood for that. I still maintain that they should have just let her kill them. Not Hack. Shina. Because that didn't make any sense to me. Like, it really didn't. Okay, she wants to question him. First of all, why do you want to question him? You've been told that this is the guy that has been peddling the drug into your city. If the guy is gone, that means that's gone too. Okay? And then Sheena had the opportunity to kill him. And then you're like, now I want to question him. And then the guy, oh, that one was cool though. When he went after Sheena stopped and he was like reaching into his clothes or whatever, about to put out a knife or something. And then Sheena, Yona, give him another scar. Now it's like an X. At first it was like this, but now it's like I love it. That was a really cool moment. And then when the guy's like running away and then Sheena's going after him, Zeno's like, okay, Sheena, stop right now because we need to take care of these two girls. And I'm like, no. Like, no. There was, how many of them were there? Yona is injured, yes, but it wasn't that grave, I guess. The person that needed the help the most was Tetra, okay? Then you had Yoon there, you had Zeno there, and then you had Sheena there. Where was Ayura? Was she there too? I don't think she was there. I didn't notice her. But there's three of them that and two like hurt girls or whatever. Two of them could be taking care of the girls while Sheena runs after that guy and captures him. It's not gonna take him down. That guy just like if he was here, then he started running. So he wasn't that far yet. Sheena could have captured him. Okay? But they didn't. And now he's back in what's his name? Sensory or whatever. He's back there and he's like about to send out people after Yona to kill her. I'm like, yo, this is just the guy was introduced in the last chapter, right? I don't know. But I am so ready for him to be gone. Even more than I was for what was the other two's name? It was so long ago, I don't even know where I wrote his name down. Like when the person that Captain Gigan and the others were trying to stop, you know, this guy, I want him gone so bad. They went to those three, Kika and the others. They went to the place where Jaha went at first, and then they pretended to be drinking the wine, and then they captured everyone, and it was the girl that Jaha was nice to, I guess, that told them who was behind everything. And then in the same token, you'll see the guy walking by Yona and Ruri and the other two girls. And I'm like, this can be good. And then they wanted some tea or something or other. I don't know. Tetra went to get some tea, and she was coming, and I'm like, I hope this tea is not drugged. And then she was walking by, and she's hearing this conversation between what's his name again, Hugh, between Hugh and the owner of the inn, and the Hugh has been basically trying to force this guy to let him run his drugs throughout the inn, but the guy was resisting. He was not okay with that. And he was speaking up about it. And then during that conversation, Tekla heard that he was the one, he was the one behind everything. And she's like, I want to see the guy's face, but I can't. So I better leave. And I'm like, yeah, girl. But go leave and get some help or something. And then this guy showed up behind her. And I'm like, ugh. And then she was like so quick and took the guy down. But because the guy was like, doped up, he got back up. But then when that dude that stabbed her to the back, I'm like, my back. Like, he stabbed her. He didn't care whether it was who he was that was there. He's like, even if he was the other dude that was attacking Tetra, that he would have just gotten another person that was doped up and whatever. And then I'm like, oh my gosh, she was stabbed. She's about to die. And then he's like, dump her. Go dump her into the river or something. And then Yona showed up with Riri. Where was Ayura in all this? I'm trying to figure out where she was. I don't know. But those two showed up. And Yona was like, we can't just leave or Tetra's gonna die. So she stood up for her. She was standing up for it, like using her sword, trying to parry this other guy that was using a sword as well. But because she was practicing with Hack, and Hack is faster and has more strength and all that, and Hack told her how to deal with someone that's basically stronger than her, and she saw this opening and she took it and she slashed the guy's leg or whatever, and he dropped. And then these other guys like, okay, I'm gonna take care of it, and they were going after Riri, right? And then you're not like stood in front of it, and like this slash her back. I'm like, why they keep this? Why do they keep slapping me speak? Why do they keep like slashing and like stalking people in the back, man? But Yona kept fighting through the pain, and she's like, I'm fighting to survive. And meanwhile, Riri is watching how amazing Yona is, and she's like, even with all these things that are happening with Tetra, they're hurt, she can't move, but then you have Yona here that is actually hurt, but she's still standing up. And then she's like, I want to be like her. And I'm like, yeah, man, Yona, that's how Yona motivates people. And then they were about to kill her, I guess. And that's when Sheena shows up. And I'm like, yes. Sheena shows up, took care of everyone. And then Yona's like, I don't want to call Yona stupid, but that was a stupid decision, man. That was a stupid decision. He's like, let him go. I want to question him. I guess there is an argument that could be made about whether, I know in this particular case, they're like, okay, Hio is the one behind it, but I don't know, there might be another person that works along with him. Or, I don't know, maybe Yuna wants to know how his drug operation is working or whatever. But I'm like, no. But they didn't kill him, and he left. And when Hack showed up and saw her, like all three of them, Hack, Kija, and Jihad, but I was just looking at Hack's face. And then there was this panel where he was like gripping his hand like really hard. I'm like, he's pissed off, man, and he must be blaming himself. And yeah, he was blaming himself. Because he's probably thinking that I should have been here, That's what he was thinking. And then when Yuna was asleep or when she was unconscious, she had this dream, I guess. She was communing with the dragons in their dragon forms, and they were crying because their master is hurt. And they feel like they couldn't do anything to protect her. And they were sad and they were crying. Oh, when wanna saw you. What do I sometimes have trouble with the names, man? Zeno's dragon, I think, so like growing her back, and I'm like, oh, he's trying to heal her. That was sad. And then she's like, telling them that it's not their fault. That she actually stood up for herself. Then she was about to turn around and talk to Hack, and then she woke up and Hack was there. And Hack was holding her clothes. She was feeling stuff, but she's like, I can't be feeling this right now. And she looked at Hack and she knew what Hack was feeling. No, that she was feeling. He was feeling guilty. She told him not to, and that if she were strong enough to protect herself, to keep herself from being hurt, then Hack won't have that look on his face. The dragons won't have that look on their faces. She would be able to bring a smile back to Hack the way he used to smile and all that. And after Yona basically went back to sleep, and Hack is like, yeah, you telling me not to take it upon myself, not to blame myself, but yeah, it's hard because he cares about her, So it's like, I want that dude gone, man. Like, I want him gone. How are they supposed to find him? Well, I'm sure they can find him, but like, what kind of they got? This guy's gonna mess up a lot of stuff before they capture him, I feel like, and they could have stopped it here, but they didn't. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and if you had this reaction, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and if you want to see another reaction to the next few chapters, you can do so by checking out my Patreon at patreon.com/follow me, and you can also see the unedited version of this reaction there as well. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Why you stopping him? You should have killed him. You should have let him kill